We are back. We are back. It's your boy Big Bird. Y'all know what it is. Welcome to App Stupid Studios. Let's get after it. But first, let's jump into a rap break. Drop. What up? It's your boy Big Bird coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. Now we pushing a new rap album this month, Currency. Everywhere you look. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is Chains on Top of Chains. Yeah, that's crazy. Chains on Top of Chains. Crazy. Lose Them, Eye of the Storm, Reef and Reefer. 2 ounces, too easy. Man, that whole thing is crazy. Well, Wiz Khalifa? Stop it. And evasive driving. Evasive driving is hard. Yo, Currency. Everywhere you look. In stores now. Yo, shout out to Currency doing his thing everywhere you look. Make sure you pick that up. We thought the program, like I said, we thought it was dope. So on with the program. To the world of college football we go. Was Kirby Smart the victim of tampering? And right now in the world of college football, tampering is running wild. I mean, Dabo just lined up Ole Miss and Pete Golding for texting a kid who was already enrolled in Clemson in class and already inked to a deal. And I ask this question because the further we go into the whole House versus NCAA, the rules need to clearly be defined. And the architect and the guy who is never going to get any props for bringing this to light is Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders said as much in the Big 12 Media Day that guys are contacting people who aren't even in the portal anymore. But because it's Deion and people have this hate for him, they refuse to cover it, and he was telling you the truth right before your eyes. So I circle back to, is Kirby Smart the victim of tampering? Because just when you thought Georgia had their 2027 recruiting class locked in, the Bulldogs, they were hit with a decommit. And really, athletes decommit all the time from universities. So there's no story there. Or is there? Gavin Hunrow, he's the kid who recently backed out on Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs. And that shouldn't be anything pretty much new. However, this kid, he committed to Kirby Smart and the Bulldogs back in June of last year. So it seemed as if this was a settled thing. It seemed as if this thing was put to bed. But then, out of the blue, this kid, being a hot commodity as he is, he just, I'm opening up my options. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, what? Out of nowhere? So 6 months ago, you was locked in. But now out of nowhere, you don't want to go to Georgia. Come on, man. The things that people say without saying them. He got hit with a bag, so he left. But if he was already committed, and I don't think that Georgia had him inked up or they had him on paper, because essentially sports doesn't really climb into that. But you can only speculate. Some kind of money or some sort of benefits had to be promised for a kid who was all in to just jump ship out of the blue. Because out of Honro's own mouth, he says the reason he was down to join the Bulldogs was because of the culture, which made him feel connected to his former high school, Mater D. But when he got on X, like all young people do, and they feel like they need to go ahead and make a statement, they get on social media, which is garbage. I had to know money was behind the whole thing. I mean, I had to know money was behind the whole thing because he gave some ridiculous youth pastor speech talking about I had to pray, and after much prayer and fasting, I had I had been shown the light. It was time to leave Georgia. So which is it? Were you shown the light after they showed you the bag, or or is it the culture that got you there? The culture, do it for the culture, man. Again, it's an epic fail, Hanro. You didn't do yourself any justice. If Kirby Smart is the victim of tampering, I don't know what Georgia would do because, again, Essentially Sports didn't say that this kid had been inked to an NIL. They didn't sit up here and say that this kid was currently enrolled in classes. They don't have the text messages. They don't have the phone records. They don't have the emails like Dabo did. When Dabo wind up Pete Golding, that was classic. And he showed that he forced the NCAA's hand, not the other way around. But yeah, Kirby Smart doesn't have any of this. He just had a kid who was so gung-ho to be a Georgia Bulldog, to be part of, quote unquote, that culture. And then 6 months later, I'm going to decommit. It's not a you thing. It's a me thing. I had to pray. Come on, bro. Drop the act. Drop the act. Georgia Bulldogs, what do you think? Was Kirby Smart the victim of tampering? Or is this just cold feet? Y'all know the drill. Yeah, you know what it is. Y'all know the drill. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. We talk back. It's your boy, Big Vern. We'll be back.